investigating the chemicals found a few weeks ago by a plumber working in the Northeast Columbia neighborhood. Doctors say his reactions are similar to ones you might have if exposed to mustard gas, a deadly toxin used in the World Wars. The land that the neighborhood is built on used to be part of an old Army bombing range in World War II. But Fort Jackson officials say they have no records of mustard gas.
The days of click it or ticket are over in South Carolina as soon as Governor Hodges signs a highway safety bill. Lawmakers passed the measure just before the end of session yesterday. The campaign to check seatbelts was highly scrutinized by some lawmakers who say the checkpoints allowed officers to stop people for not wearing seatbelts, even though that's a secondary offense. Once enacted, the law will also require all children under 6 to ride in safety or booster seats, and it allows police to stop cars if they spot anyone 17 or under not buckled up. In today's tight job market and tighter economy, new jobs are in high demand.
And soon, one high-tech company will be helping Midlands residents meet that need. News 19's Todd Wilson joins us live from the State Museum tonight with news of hundreds of new jobs. Good evening, Todd.
Good evening, Dolores. In an economy where some economists say it's gone flat, NCR has decided to reaffirm its commitment to South Carolina and increase its workforce. Earlier today, NCR held a press conference to inform folks of their plans to increase the state's workforce. The company has already started the process of training some of the 300 to 400 employees who will provide technical support for NCR products throughout the nation and the world, with salaries in the mid-30s to $120,000 a year. NCR decided to merge its Atlanta and Minnesota operations and bring them here to West Columbia.
For a location for our new America's Customer Care Center, and the skills that the people in the state of South Carolina have in terms from the university systems fit well into the skills we're looking for from a technical certification standpoint.
Now, if you feel that you have the skills that NCR is looking for, here's a number and a name to call. His name is Stan Dehoff. He's the head of human resources. The number is 939-7619. Call him and he'll get the ball rolling for you. Live in Columbia, Todd Wilson, News 19 WLTX.
Always good news to have new jobs. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Well, 3 veterans in the field of education are on the short list ahead of Orangeburg Calhoun Technical College. The school is looking at Dr. Charles Cressman, now vice president at a Mississippi community college, Dr. Ann Cook, vice president at OC Tech, and Dr. Nancy Johnson, executive dean at a Kentucky community college. The successful candidate will replace Dr. Jeff Olson, who is leaving to become president of a North Arkansas college July 1st.
Thousands of Jehovah's Witnesses from all over the East Coast are here for the weekend. Thousands of faithful members will pack the Carolina Coliseum today, tomorrow, and Sunday for a Jehovah's Witness convention. The group is here to share techniques in applying their religious beliefs to your family and your personal life. More than 7,000 people attended today's session. The convention is open to the public and runs through Sunday.
One group of Midland students is already reaching new heights this summer. Students in Claflin University's Upward Bound program kicked off activities this morning by launching hundreds of balloons. Inside each is a postcard asking those to find the balloons to return the card.
They are going to have a map, and they are going to track the different locations where the balloons end up.
Now, the project is just one of many during the 6-week program. While at Claflin, the students will also work on study skills, literature, math, and social studies projects. Sounds like they'll be busy.
And if you find a balloon, get it back to them so they can know. Music will fill the air this weekend. Find out where you can get a front row seat next on News 19.
Plus, one group of volunteers is building a shady retreat for one very special little nature lover. That's coming up.
Closed captioning of News 19 is sponsored by Rick Hendrick Honda. Live from Columbia, you're watching News 19 on WLTX.
The first phase of one Midlands boy's wish is in full swing. 6-year-old Kevin Taylor loves nature, the birds, the trees, the clouds, and the sky.
But Kevin has cerebral palsy and is confined to a wheelchair, so getting out is a little difficult. Now, thanks to a little help, he'll soon have no problem watching the world around him.
We're getting the back porch built for Kevin. He loves outdoors. He just stares at the trees and the birds and just loves being out in the fresh air.
I need 2 10-foot 4x4s.
Put out there because of the gnats and the bugs and the bees.
Fill it out to charitable contribution.
This year, that respect that he's able to go outside and enjoy as much as he wants to.
Go either the top out or the bottom in.
Sure that thing's where it's supposed to be.
What do you mean where it's supposed to be?
Home Builders Association and Carolina Children's Sunshine. Thank you.
Carolina Sunshine for Children and the Remodelers Council sponsored the project. Rainy weather slowed things down a bit, but they expect to finish the porch for Kevin by the middle of next week.
If you like good music and helping a good cause, a pair of Midland Concerts offers both this weekend. Molly Wood is the brains behind the shows benefiting the Multiple Sclerosis Society. Wood, an MS patient herself, is the group's National Mother of the Year. First concert starts at 8 o'clock tonight at the State Museum. Tickets are $100 each. Then on Saturday night, a free concert is scheduled at 7 at Dreer High School. For more information, you can call 782-0176.
Also on Saturday, the summer concert series at Finley Park. Local country band Still Justice is scheduled to hit the stage at 7 o'clock. It doesn't cost anything, and organizers encourage you to picnic, but leave your pets, your grills, radios, and glass containers at home. Next week, the concert series features Friends with Fred and Bunny Jones. Same time, same place.
Lots of music this weekend. A downpour or a sprinkle, Midland's gardens and gardeners love the sight of every drop.
But we still need more rain. Find out if and when we'll get it in Jim's forecast next on News 19.
News 19 weather is sponsored by Lexington Medical Center.
Well, for months we asked for rain, and now we're finally getting our share.
We're getting it off and on all day today. Hopefully there's more to come.
It's been a good rain because for the most part it's been a slow rain, but we're going to continue to see the rain through parts of the Midlands for the evening hours. Let me at least reassure you that no severe weather is occurring and none is expected. Let me show you our Doppler network from earlier today. We had a lot of rain over the Midlands. That began to diminish somewhat. But we could see a line of showers and maybe a few embedded thunderstorms that extended across the Midlands during the afternoon hours. Let's go to News 19's live double Doppler radar right now. You're looking at our 75-mile range from our radar here in Columbia atop Lexington Medical Center. And we do have some rain in the area, particularly from around Florence through the Sumter area, extending all the way back just to the south of the Swansea area. We're going to zoom into Sumter first because we showed you this earlier. Heavy rains were moving through the Sumter area. It already passed through Shaw Air Force Base. Some briefly heavy rains in downtown Sumter, and there's some heavier rains just to the southwest of Sumter. All of this is moving to the east-southeast. And we also have other rains extending back toward the Orangeburg area. These two are moving toward the east-southeast. No severe weather, but there will be some briefly heavy downpours with some of these showers as they move through this evening. Now, let's show you some scenes from earlier today here in Columbia. This is our weather eye here in Columbia this evening. And we have some clouds around, but things are beginning to get a little bit better. Currently, our temperature is at 79 degrees. The dew point temperature is 73 degrees. The relative humidity is at 82%. Winds are from the northwest at 8 miles per hour. And the pressure is at 29.85 inches, and it's falling. Today, this is what we saw. It was a rather humid day. 71 degrees for the low at the airport, 73 in the city, 83 was the high temperature at the airport, 85 in the city. And from the rain that came through here, we've just gotten the update, about a quarter of an inch of rain here in the city. From our weather watchers, this is what they saw. Ed Ellis up in Prosperity had about a half an inch of rain. Larry Woods in Swansea, 83 degrees. And down in Santee, Gene Lude had a high temperature of 86 degrees. Currently, readings range from warmer temperatures in the upstate region because the sun's come out, 83 degrees in Greenville, 72 degrees in Camden, 73 in Sumter, and 83 degrees in Orangeburg. A front is beginning to move into our area. We still have a lot of moisture to the south of that front, but the front will continue to slip on through our area tonight, setting up a beautiful weekend. Here's the forecast. The rains will be ending early this evening. Low temperatures will be dropping into the mid to upper 60s. Tomorrow, it'll be partly cloudy with high temperatures in the mid-80s. And for Columbia, we're expecting a low tonight of 68 degrees. The high tomorrow, 86 degrees. We might see an isolated thunderstorm tomorrow night. Otherwise, it'll be dry for the weekend. 88 degrees on Sunday, 91 degrees on Monday. And then we'll be seeing an increasing chance of some thunderstorms beginning Tuesday with high temperatures in the low 90s. That's a more typical summer pattern for this time of year.
No, we hope with the rain, the temperature will be a bit cooler, but I guess we better not complain.
No, but I think over the weekend, it'll be a little less humid.
Okay,
That'll
okay.
be good.
Yeah. All right, thanks.
New jobs are coming to the Midlands thanks to NCR. We told you about that earlier tonight. Tonight at 11, we'll take a closer look at what these new jobs will mean for the Midlands.
Plus details on a pro-union rally in Columbia tomorrow and how Terre Haute, Indiana is getting set for the media frenzy with Monday's execution of Timothy McVeigh. Those stories and more tonight at 11.
Well, Carolina's not there, Clemson's not there, but the College World Series is underway now. First round highlights are next on News 19.
Plus, it's game 2 for the Fixers and the Lakers. It's not their last shot, but for L.A., it feels like a must-win situation. Sports is next.
If you are a Lakers fan, you have to be wondering right now what's wrong with your team. They've lost the game for the first time in a couple of months.
They actually lost the game. Who would have thought it? And now, what we start wondering is, okay, what happens if they come out tight? Possibly could the Sixers shock the world, turn the basketball world on its ear and win 2 games? We'll see. Before the NBA Finals cranked up, the Lakers were asked about a possible undefeated run through the playoffs and where they would rank in history. Now the Lakers face what many consider a must-win tonight when they meet Philadelphia in Game 2. Allen Iverson and the Philadelphia 76ers pull off a shocker Wednesday night in L.A., winning Game 1 in overtime. The Lakers looked invincible while cruising through the Western Conference. So what happened? Well, here's Iverson's take.
Everything's been easy for them. You know, I don't know if guys that they were playing against were scared of them or I don't know, but you know, they feel like they could just step on the court and whip anybody. And we put them in a war, so now they feel like, you know, they got to come with their A+ game.
You know, if there's a positive that can come out of Game 1 is the fact that we had an opportunity to win the game, and we didn't play anywhere close to our best basketball. And, you know, some of the credit has to go to Philly for that, but we're also at fault for that as well.
I think the 76ers, that was the best they can play. You know, they gave us 1,000%. We only gave them 75%, and, you know, we still had a couple opportunities to win, so we just have to adjust and just have to take care of the ball and do everything right.
Shaq did his part in Game 1, scoring 44 points and grabbing 20 rebounds. Racing now, and after winning the Daytona 500 in February, Michael Waltrip has not had a top 10 finish since. Today, Waltrip's team announced that crew chief Scott Eggleston has resigned. He'll be replaced on an interim basis by Steve Meal, who also serves as Director of Motorsports and Technical Operations for Dale Earnhardt, Inc. Qualifying today at Michigan for Sunday's Kmart 400. Last week's winner, Jeff Gordon, captured the top spot. Ricky Rudd starts on the outside of Gordon. Mike Skinner, Dave Blaney, and Ricky Craven round out the top 5. Other notables, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Kevin Harvick land in the top 10. Dale Jarrett, the points leader, is 21st. And Shauna Robinson is in the field. She'll be the first woman since Patty Moise back in 1989 to start a Winston Cup race. Tony Stewart was just the 45th fastest, but he will get in on a provisional. Well, the College World Series has begun. Newcomer Tulane took on Stanford this afternoon in the opener. The Cardinal made it to Omaha by beating the Gamecocks in last weekend's Super Regionals. President George W. Bush threw out the ceremonial first pitch. You know, we saw John Ashcroft throw out the first pitch at Cap City Stadium last night. Well, I think Bush looked a little bit better today in Omaha. And, you know, maybe they could have used Bush on the mound. I'm talking about Stanford because Tulane just simply jumped on Stanford. They jumped out to an 8-0 lead. Now, Stanford has since rallied at 8-7. Tulane hanging on in the 6th. Tonight, Nebraska meets Cal State Fullerton. And finally, Kip Faulknight is officially signed with the Colorado Rockies. The former Brooklyn Casey standout who rewrote the USC record book was drafted in the 13th round by the Rockies this week. He'll report to the team's training camp site in Tucson for minicamp, and then most likely will head to Pasco, Washington, home of the Rockies' Class A short season club. So they have a 70-game season out there. There's a small chance he might make it to Asheville with the tourists. It's just a matter of how quickly he adapts to being a pro.
All right, well, he's had an outstanding college season, so hopefully he'll
It'll be very interesting to see how he does on the pro level.
We'll be watching him closely. Thanks. Well, Jim checks in with your 7-day forecast next.
And how a South Carolina artist is lending his talents to brighten up a Midland school. Keep it set on News 19. When some Midland kids return to school next year, they'll see some colorful changes. School is out, but art class is in at Davis Elementary School. Barnie Slice is leaving his mark, covering walls stroke by stroke with a 1,200-square-foot mural. Painting pictures like this has become a full-time job for this artist from Litchfield Beach. He's done nearly 300 in the last 10 years. But Barney says there's something special about this unique scene.
Actually, I like the garden scenes and just different landscapes, forest scenes. But doing this big red dragon here has been a lot of fun, too. This is my first dragon, and I really have enjoyed it.
If you're wondering why Barney would pick a big red dragon, it's the school mascot. Of course, the kids and parents knew that, but we didn't.
But we didn't. Just think that he was saying that mural inside today, like the rain.
It was kind of rainy inside. I've been outside today, but for the weekend, it looks pretty nice. we're going to be seeing just an isolated thunderstorm possible for Saturday night. Otherwise, partly cloudy over the weekend, warming up to 88 degrees by Sunday, 91 degrees Monday. Then Tuesday through Friday, we'll be seeing better chances of some afternoon and evening thunderstorms with high temperatures in the low 90s. It'll feel more like summer the middle of next week.
And I'll bet Reggie will keep us up to date on the College World Series, even without our teams there.
Even without, and also interleague play tonight and bomber ball tonight at Cap City Stadium. The game's still on.
So you'll be busy.
I will be busy.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. The CBS Evening News with Dan Rathers coming up next.
We'll see you again tonight at 11. Have a good evening.